你係百鬼佬，你根本就係冇散性啊！
What is up, nerds? It's me, your buddy, your pal, HeyArcher. Welcome back to my channel. My brain is fried. Don't worry. We'll talk our way through it. It's okay. Welcome back to HeyArcher Live, your weekly show every Thursday at 8 p.m. where we talk about what you want to talk about. As like I say, it's your show, not my show. However, today there is a special guest in the house. Let's go ahead and bring him in. Mr. Aaron Waller is in the building. How are you doing today,
What's up,
sir?
man? How you doing?
Good.
I'm hanging in there, busy, but hanging in there.
That's the thing. It's oh wait, I didn't even realize you're wearing the your shirt. Awesome.
Yes, I have. Well, I'm covered up by logo right now, but I have the merch.
That's hilarious. I didn't even catch that before.
I'm trying to plug you, and you covered me with my own name.
I did. I'm sorry. Let's see. Maybe lower it a little. Whatever. It's all about you. You're the guest. So I need to see your information on there, not my information.
Right.
But all of you at home, hopefully you poured yourself a little bit.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
There we go. All right. So it's been a day. It's one of those days. I don't know about you, Aaron. As a creator, you may know this. There are days where like you're trying to do something and you're trying your best to get it all right, and then it just wrong.
Absolutely. Yep.
Let's see.
That's most of my days.
But first, I'll say, actually, I want to show all of you what the bane of my existence today has been. All right. So we actually have in the new. Well, in our original camera angle, we have this camera, which is Mondo Head Archer. I got to figure that part out too.
Mecha Archer. It's Mecha Archer.
It's Mecha Archer. So actually, this is a new camera lens. It's a 50 millimeter that I bought. I almost bought a Canon ESR camera today because I was like crazy for some reason. But actually, it's because, I don't know, have you ever watched Tom Buck or The Enthusiasm Project?
I don't think so.
He did a review today. I'll pull up. Man, I can't even see my own face on there. This is crazy. Anyway, I'll adjust the camera in a second.
You are very tight.
Yes, exactly. But you know what's crazy here, actually? let me show all of you something. Let me just, and then I'll greet the chat. I didn't even get a chance to do that yet. All right, so hang on. Look how far back. That's how far back the camera is, and yet.
Is that's
how close?
Because you have an M50, right?
Yep.
Is that or do you have an adapter?
I had to get the adapter.
I get the adapter. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm probably gonna buy an M50 soon, so I'm trying to decide on how I'm gonna play it.
Yeah. No, you actually, we'll talk our way through it. Let's greet the chat, though. I didn't even do that. I'm a terrible host.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo! Boo!
Every time. But Scooby Life is in the house. He's actually in his car driving, so be safe, Scooby. YC is in the house. Good to see you. Creativity from the future. Actually, I just realized, Aaron, you're the first guest to be live in the new Ecamm thing. Are you seeing the overlays too, like the comments?
Yeah. Oh, the first guest live on camera. Yeah, because I think Anthony did it last time with you, but he wasn't on camera. Right?
It was
live. Oh wait.
Yeah, that was.
I thought he was live with you.
Let's check the.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure this is my first live stream with you? Question mark.
Oh, really? No,
I think
wait.
so. We've done pre-recorded before, but
maybe that's
not live stream.
Well, you're the first live on camera in eCam guest that we've had.
I'll take it. Whatever gets me a first number one.
Then there's Anthony right there saying hello to everybody. As I mentioned, creativity. That's 50 millimeter. Yeah, I didn't know, but you know the crazy thing about the 50 millimeter camera is when I looked online, people seem to be using it as a vlogging camera. So unless I was looking at the wrong one, you know, people's arms were like straight out with it, and then I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, there's no way I could have my arms straight out on this.
So I don't know. Fully extended tripod or selfie stick for you.
I don't know, but we'll figure it out. And for those good taste in the house as well, yes, Mr. Just Samson is also in the house. And then Anthony says, I did one live, but I had my usual pickup. But I don't think it was with this new software. That's where I think there was a it was different. Something was different, and I think that's what it was. It wasn't using the software and live, if I remember.
I'm pretty sure I've been to every live, so, or at least for the majority of the live. So
there you go.
That sounds right.
Sounds right. So what we'll do is, oh, here you go. Creativity says, oops, you need to be way back for the 50 millimeter. Plus, it's a difference if you don't have a full frame sensor. Correct. The Canon M50 is not full framed. It was cropped. So that's probably what's contributing to that as well. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting the M50, Aaron, it's great overall, but it's like it almost gets there and then it stumbles at some point.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna say?
Yeah, I've been doing camera shopping for way too long, so just need to make a decision and bite the bullet.
It's a tough one. I mean, even here, let me show you the one that. Let's see. I'll pull up Tom Buck's video. Oh, that was us. Let's see. Oh, and then the other thing, Canon yesterday released a update so that way you can actually use your Canon camera as a webcam, which was great when it worked this morning, and now that's what I get. So there's a chance.
Well, they had that from what I was reading. They had that before. Is that different now?
They had it as a beta before.
Okay.
And then they were like, "This is it. It's finally out.
It's finally here," and then immediately crashes.
Yeah.
Just like YouTube yesterday. Did you experience that?
Yeah, I was wondering. I was driving home and I tried to watch something on YouTube, and all of a sudden everything was error messaging, and I was like, maybe it's my phone, but no, apparently not.
Yeah, I kept on the thinking circle for I don't know how long, and I've tried every browser, every device I had, and still couldn't watch it.
Yeah, it was, and apparently the world freaked out, which then answers the question if people really depend on YouTube as a main source of watching, and I guess the answer is yes.
Yeah.
But show you that.
It's probably the thing that I watch the most. I don't remember the last time. I don't even have TV. I watch YouTube, Netflix, all that stuff, but yeah, YouTube's my go-to.
Are you well, we'll get to that in a second. But this is the other, if you do decide that you want to like go all out, let me mute him for a little bit. The Canon R
R.
So
you know what my big thing is? The one that's going to be my ultimate deciding factor, and I've been watching the ads for probably about 2 weeks now, is Black Friday. So that's been a pretty big deciding factor as of late.
Yeah.
Budget, obviously. But I've been watching that for what feels like a month now.
Yeah, and there's a new Canon M50 actually that just came out. Let's see.
Yeah. And a lot of people are saying like it's different but just like barely, and it's not really worth it. I watched that same Think Media video that you're pulling up now.
But
So I watched like the Think Media one, a
Mhm.
couple of different ones.
Did they say though if it had built-in the camera utility in it? I can't remember.
It has a clean HDMI out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the best. That's the most important part.
It has a clean HDMI out, but they were saying something about it. I forgot what it was now, which I think is definitely a major sell.
Mhm.
Like it has like you can stream directly to YouTube without connection supposedly,
Mm.
but it falls into the parameters of you have to have like 1,000 subscribers and like 4,000 watch time minutes and all that stuff in order to do it. Same parameters if you want to stream from mobile, apparently.
Got it. Well, yeah.
So,
I mean, definitely gotta let us
and
know.
I
what
don't
you
have
want.
that, so
I don't either. If Paximus rolls in, he's the one that's getting close to that. Shout out to Paximus.
yeah, he's shooting up.
Anyway, I mean, I think the other day you were asking, and by the way, why don't you plug your stuff real quick? I didn't even say that before.
I have my Cinematic Late every single Thursday that just came out this morning, which was Spider-Man Far From Home. And I usually go live on Sundays at around 7 p.m. This week, I'm not going to be able to do it. But I will hopefully be back next week and everything will be back to normal.
There you go. Awesome.
And I'm working on a bunch of other new stuff too.
Yes. No, and Aaron has been consistent for how long have you been doing it now? 4 years? 3 years? It's been a while.
Overall on YouTube?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call myself consistent, but I think I've been going for right around almost 5 years, I think, as of March, April.
There you go.
So,
More than most. More than most. So
I've been consistent with Cinematically Late, though. That one, I think I'm like 33, 34, something.
there you go. I love it.
The
And
only thing that's been keeping consistency on my YouTube channel.
and then why don't you tell the folks what happens in Cinematically Late as I get it all queued up so people can see.
Sure. So Cinematic Late is basically me just talking about a movie that I may have missed for whatever reason, whether it was in theaters or I just never got around to watching it. Sometimes, though, I do mix in movies that I have recently watched or have watched in general before, like Spider-Man Far From Home or Homecoming, just something maybe I never got the chance to talk about. So we do a variety. All of October, I tried to keep it more Halloween spooky themed, and everything else is just whatever movies I may have missed.
I love that concept because that's the one where normally, everybody's trying to review the latest thing when it comes out right away. But I like the concept because you're going back over things that you have seen, you haven't seen, and like you said, just things that people probably just forgot about.
Yep. And there's been a few that I'll have a comment that like I totally forgot about this movie, or this is something that I watched as a kid and never watched ever again, or things like that. So it comes up.
Right away, I have not watched this review of yours because I have skipped the movie as of
What's
now.
that one? Oh, man, tomorrow. Okay.
So is this
I literally just ripped that from a live.
you what?
So if you were there for the live, then you probably saw most of it.
I muted it. I remember I muted it.
Oh, okay.
But I guess quickly, is this one that everybody should watch? And then everybody should. Can we watch your review without spoilers? Like I didn't check to see if there were spoilers or not because I haven't seen the movie yet.
Trying to remember.
We make some videos.
It's a Superman movie. There's really no big surprises, I don't think. So I wouldn't expect anything too crazy. And if I am going to say something that could potentially be spoilery, I try to say it in the video for you to mute quickly. But I'm pretty sure I didn't say anything bad or giving anything away.
Have you seen the? I'm looking. I don't remember you reviewing it. I didn't review it either. Did you watch the Deathstroke movie, the animated one that came out?
No, I totally forgot to watch that. I think that you either watched the trailer for it on one of your lives, and I had no idea that it was even coming out.
Yeah.
And then I saw it on like Vudu or iTunes, something that you could watch it on, and then I just never bothered to watch it.
Yeah. I have not seen a single soul like comment on the movie, like review the movie, talk about the movie. So I kind of just was like, I just like yourself. I just completely forgot about it.
One that is worth watching, and I think you said that you never watched, or a few weeks ago, I think you said you watched the Teen Titans Go movie and you liked it. The Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans, I think, on Hulu right now. If you wanted to watch that,
Oh,
that one's a good one to watch.
I think you're right. I think I did see that pop up, and I added it to my list on one of the apps. But why don't we?
If it's not on there, I'm sure it's on whatever DC's plugin.
It's free. It's free on something. I definitely came across it, and I was like, oh, that's right, because I had zero interest in watching it, and then I saw the other one, and I was like, oh, it's actually a pretty decent movie.
That's the only reason why I watched it, because I don't know anything about the Go version. And then I watched the Teen Titans Go movie. I like that. And then this one brought back the original Teen Titans. Sorry. So that was more than enough for me.
All right. I'll give that a watch. And then quickly on the camera front, before we jump into our first round of either, Anthony says he modified a camera over 5 years. I'm not sure what he means by that. Maybe he means he's been using a phone.
Did he Frankenstein a camera together?
Yeah. Creativity from the future, a 24 millimeter is the sweet spot for vlogging in his opinion. And then following that up is actually Samson with Sony all the way. So that's something to think about as well. I think
I got to make my pick by the Black Friday week. So it's going to be like is it this upcoming week or the week after? So that's really where I got to finish my research.
I didn't even realize it was that close. And now that you say that completely makes sense.
Yep.
Creativity's
that's the only motivator.
What was it?
That's the only motivator. That's my time deadline.
That makes sense. Creativity's saying Sony all the way as well. Anthony,
I've heard a lot of good things about the Sonys. I want to make sure that whatever it is, it's going to be interchangeable lenses. Just so I can have that versatility. I've used Canon before, so that's kind of where I was leaning, but I'm not married to it. So I've used one Canon, one Nikon, and one GoPro other than my phone. So I'm not married to any particular brand or have like extreme brand loyalty. It just happens to be one that I'm somewhat familiar with, but technically I guess I'm learning a new camera anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and you don't have a collection of lenses that you're married to at the moment.
Right.
So yeah, you can legit start off anywhere. So Anthony had asked everybody why they switched. Samson's saying that he went from a C200 to an FX9, not looking back. Creativity had almost every Canon, all the way up to the Mark III, and then he went Sony Alpha line and won't go back.
All right. Well, the chat has me giving me some more homework to do, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't realize
because I've seen like, oh, the Sony this and the Sony that, and I'm like, oh no, I got to stay on the M50 or like the Canon track, and then now you guys are diverting me, and I'm gonna get distracted.
Well, the thing, if I remember correctly, I think the reason I ended up going with the Canon ended up being with the viewfinder location. I think the baseline Sony, the viewfinder popped up from the back. And if you ever put a microphone on it, that's where you ran into an issue.
Right.
If I remember correctly. There he is. Pax is in the house.
Yeah, I think, hey, Pax. Yeah, the articulating screen is probably a good selling point if I want to flip up. I have a dedicated mic, so it's not like it's a deal breaker. But if I do want to get a more advanced mic to go on top and on the hot shoe type of situation, then I think that's where I got to figure out.
Yeah, and actually I bought a shotgun mic for my various cameras, which is only two. That makes it sound like it's so many. And I was doing a review for it, and then after like using it, I was like, oh, I'm not going to use this at all for indoor shooting, and just forgot to finish the review on it. So you're right. It's one of those. If you have
Well,
dedicated money,
that's a shame because a lot of your review videos do really well. So try and finish it up.
I will try to get back to it. Let's see what else happened in here, and then we'll go into our first round of either. Anthony's nope. I Frankenstein one, Steve. I made a 120 film camera out of a 1960s Polaroid, and my camera just turned off.
And we lost you.
Wonderful. So I'll turn that back on. So here, we'll pull up the first round of either. I'll turn the camera back on, and then we can go from there. Sir, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. And for those of you who don't know, by the way, like, comment, subscribe. Head over to Aaron's channel, subscribe as well. And HeyArcher.com. I don't even have that. Do I have that on screen? I do have it on screen. Yeah. See, my brain's all fried. In the game of Would You Rather, there'll be two choices on the screen, blue or red. You choose whichever you would go with, and then we'll discuss it, of course. And let us know in the comments if there's anything in particular you want to talk about. I do want to talk Titans with you as well, because that's how we met anyway. But let us know if there's any trailers you want us to watch together. Of course, that's how the show kind of rolls. It just goes off the rails real fast. But in the first game of Would You Rather, we have, would you rather live in the Doctor Who universe or in the Star Wars universe? Aaron, what do you have?
I have to go with red because I'm a terrible nerd and I've never seen Doctor Who.
I've got the I was going to say same answer. Same answer.
I know nothing of Doctor Who. I mean, I know like some references, but that's about it. So Star Wars all the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with you on that one too. I tried watching Doctor Who, and for whatever reason, I just couldn't get into it. I don't know if it was almost like too sci-fi.
I feel like Doctor Who is just kind of too daunting at this point. Like, there's been so many iterations. I kind of don't know where to start. The sort of like purist in me thinks that start from the beginning, but then they're like, oh, start from like, I think it's like 9 or something like that, where like, oh, it's all of a sudden kind of different or like some kind of a refresh, but I have no idea.
It's because, yeah, I remember on PBS as a kid seeing like the original one come up, and I thought that the new one was like a remake, but apparently they're all very much connected. So it's, yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
But laser swords for the win.
Laser swords for the win. Let's check the comments, see what everybody is saying in there. Samson's rolling red. Anthony's rolling red. Anthony wants a saber. And just Samson, red for life. I bet on this one it's mostly going to be red. I just feel like there will be more like...
I feel like it's a little bit better known, like a little bit more worldwide. So just depending on survey, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a feeling it would probably be more popular in general.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. All right. So let's go, and I'll choose another one. But actually, before I do that, we're going to go right into it. Let me pull it up. Our favorite show.
I don't even know what it is.
Our favorite show.
Our favorite show.
Yeah.
Is there something out this now that I haven't seen?
Is there what?
Are you about to pull out something that I haven't seen yet?
No.
About Titans? Oh, okay.
I think
has there been like a trailer or some new news?
The news, yeah. I thought you saw this already. I thought we talked about this. Or on Instagram.
Are we talking about the Red Hood one?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if there was something new. So newer, I guess.
Oh yeah, no. I think it's is it official or still rumor?
I mean, it's got to be official. That the kid literally posted the helmet like full on his Instagram, I think.
Really?
Like full suit, everything. So I think he literally posted it on his Instagram. So I don't think it gets more official.
So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? Like, by the way, in the comments, I'm curious. I wanted to figure out if there's. I thought about this during the week and I forgot to do it. But in a bonus round of Would You Rather, are you guys and girls in the chat team Nightwing or team Red Hood? You can do obviously blue or red on that. But I guess what are your thoughts on Red Hood being introduced at this point in the show? Do you think they're actually going to do it justice? No pun intended. Or do you think this is just a waste?
I think it's way too early still. They've come off of 2 very lackluster seasons. Both have their problems. And this one, I feel like we barely know Jason Todd in this series. Mm-hmm. So if we lose him, it's kind of like just like, okay, he died. And then we kind of just move on. Plus, there's no real connection with like the Joker and like, well, I mean, I guess there is, but in continuity of the show, not enough that we can be like devastated by the fact that he died.
Yeah.
If they wanted to kill off Jason and then bring him back as Red Hood, if they killed him off like in a season 2, or even if they killed him off in season 3, and then waited maybe most of the season till like finale, or even something in season 4 where he comes back, or we don't know who Red Hood is, but obviously we as fans know who he is. Mm-hmm. That would be more interesting. But just being like, oh, Jason's Red Hood now. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah,
and can you do me a favor and open up another tab and look up Jensen Ackles' Red Hood, because he did a dress up or like a cosplay for like Halloween a few years back, and his Red Hood was pretty dope. Yeah, the guy from Supernatural.
Oh yeah. Well, he bought the helmet from a popular.
Yeah, like he like had it all like done up type of thing.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to compare like the helmets more than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Oh, he actually voiced him.
Yeah, he voiced him in Under the Red Hood.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he voiced him in the Death in the Family. I haven't even watched it. The Choose Your Own Adventure of How to Kill Robin rehash of Under the Red Hood. Haven't watched that yet either. But I just mainly wanted to see the helmet again, because I couldn't remember if it was the same or similar to what the new one's going to look like.
Yeah. No, this I'm trying to think of the guy's name off the top of my head. I can't. But he makes sick helmets. Very, very good helmets. But I think he's also too old at this point, unless they had done like a fast forward. If they did a fast forward and then all of a sudden. Yeah. But going back a conversation, Anthony agreed with you on it's daunting to try and get into Doctor Who. Is it collected anywhere on a British broadcasting app? I assume. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to it.
Isn't it? Well, maybe not anymore. I thought it was on Netflix or something for a while, or at least a lot of the seasons were, but I don't know where it's at anymore. Now that everything has its own streaming service, I don't know where anything is.
Yeah, pretty much. Pax saying, sorry, right as I signed in, I logged out by accident on mobile. What did I miss? You missed technical difficulties already. And actually, Aaron had some as well earlier. But we're talking Red Hood versus Nightwing. What was it?
You want my choice?
Oh no, the technical difficulties. You had said something, but I cut you off.
Oh, I always have some kind of technical difficulty.
Yeah, it's
just a rite of passage for live streaming.
That's true. But it seems like everybody in the comments is going Nightwing over Red Hood.
And I would be 100% agreement with that. Dick Grayson is the best. He gets a lot of slack, I think, just when he was Robin. Mm-hmm. But he was the best Robin, and he went on to be Nightwing, and then even goes on to be Batman. So I don't think it gets much better in terms of an evolution than that.
Yeah.
So I would be Team Dick Grayson. Or Nightwing, I guess.
I remember how dope that was when he debuted on the animated series. Like, that was when they became the Adventures of Batman and Robin, I think. and it was like, whoa, where did this come
sounds right.
from? Yeah,
Yeah. His mullet.
had the
Got a mullet,
rockin'.
right?
Oh man, the mullet. But that's pure. I mean, that is pure, like late '90s, early 2000s. Like just Superman had the mullet, Nightwing had the mullet. You needed it.
It's a rite of passage. It's the only way you can avenge or some superhero term.
You almost have to go badass that way. You have to get the mullet going.
Yeah, for sure. I'm growing out my hair. I'm thinking about a mullet myself. That's not true, but
I mean, the thing is,
the growing out the hair part was, the mullet wasn't.
But the thing is, like, you live in the South, so technically nobody would look at you any different if you had the mullet going.
Probably not. Probably not.
They'd be like, oh, yeah, he's from here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Blends right in.
I'm trying to find another good rather, because I'm trying to find like a good nerdy one for us.
Trying to think.
Oh, I forgot to ask.
Ew.
They did say that the next season of Titans is going to be more about Starfire. Do you think they should just squash that and go straight for maybe, a fast forward to the Red Hood thing, or try to do something with Starfire? Because they've done nothing with Starfire on that show.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, the most interesting ones are the ones that they spend the least amount of time on for some reason.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't really trust them with anything at this point after how badly they've treated a lot of things, like the end of season 2. I don't know if you want to talk. I think we talked about that in a separate video.
Yeah.
We did back when that was a thing, but they've messed up pretty bad.
Yeah. Pass.
So I don't even care about most of what's happening anymore.
And have you watched Stargirl yet, or you still haven't got to that?
No, I'm late to the Stargirl party.
Gotta do it.
Well, I mean, we still have 2 reviews to do on it, like the last 2 episodes.
So I haven't finished it.
You can put me on blast. I'll put you on blast.
There you go. I still have not. Where's the damn button? Which one is it?
Boo!
There we go.
Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo! Boo!
I'm a hypocrite. But speaking of,
I think you also need to revisit. It's also been a long time since you've done the. Don't tell me.
there's been a lot.
There has been a lot, but what's the series? I literally looked at it before. What's your dating one?
Oh, damn it!
I'm drawing a total blank right now.
I don't even know the name of my own show.
Now I have to look it up.
I think because I only did 2.
You did like 3 episodes, and then it died. Trying to find it right now. So I look on my phone.
Well, I definitely have to do more of
You've
Working
done a lot of
Moms.
videos.
Yeah, because Working Moms actually was doing very well in the views, and then I just stopped watching the show.
I've never seen that either.
Damn, what was the dating thing I was doing? I can't remember.
I literally looked through your entire videos earlier because I was like, have I been on his live before? And then I saw it, and then I was going to mention it, and I don't remember what it was called now.
Swipe and Chill, I think.
Swipe and Chill. There
Swipe
we
and
go.
Chill, yeah.
That's what it was called. Oh my God.
Well,
I think I almost hurt myself trying to remember that.
Well, the reason look, there is an episode with you there. The reason that Swipe and Chill died I'm trying to find even the last time I did it. Swipe and Chill.
I think one of the last ones you did was during the early parts of COVID, the pandemic. So that was like you were starting to talk about like how to deal with it during that time, and then like immediately it dropped off.
That was it. Yeah, it was episode 3, March 10th, and that was when COVID started to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And because the thing is too, it also got hit with the COVID disclaimer on it.
Because I probably just totally screwed you on that by saying it.
No, it's fine. Yeah, the disclaimer got hit on it, and then I think I went out on a date before this episode, or I was going to. But man, that's all different gear too. It's crazy how time flies with all this stuff. But
Yep.
it was
Look
like
at that young strapping man.
But after a while, I was like, there's nothing to talk about because I was like, there was no dates to go on because it was just
Sure.
you're just sitting at home. But maybe I should try to bring it back or something. But now I'm dating somebody, so it'd be boring, I think. Like, where's the adventure?
Well, that's the perfect one then. Because now you can swipe and chill, but now you have a guest that's built in. Like, it doesn't get much better than that.
That's true. I'll ask her if she wants to do swipe and chill with me.
There you go.
But I was saying, speaking of two nerds who kind of got, I don't want to say they popped off, but in the nerd world, people paid attention. In the next round of Would You Rather, would all of you rather be... Oh, wait, there's something I was supposed to talk about in the chat. I just...
What are we supposed to talk about?
Oh, not talk about, but Anthony said that he also cosplayed Batman. So we should look that up at some point.
Oh, I think I saw that one too. I think that sounds right. Yeah.
Hey, and Rhino Dog's in the house.
What's up, Ryan?
All right. So in the next round of Would You Rather, would you rather be Ben Affleck or Matt Damon? Batman or Jason Bourne?
Are we talking personal life, or are we talking just Batman and Jason Bourne?
I guess it could go either way, really, on that one.
Okay. I mean, Ben Affleck was one of the best Batman, in my opinion. So, kind of got to lean that way. I mean, I think Matt Damon was along with him when he won like a couple of awards. I mean, he dated J-Lo. I'm not so much into Ben Affleck now with like his full dragon tattoo on his back situation.
Really? I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, he's got like a full back tattoo now. But I don't know. I just feel like I would lean more towards Ben Affleck. Tattoo. It's like a dragon or a phoenix or something.
Oh yeah, it's like a phoenix, maybe fighting a dragon. And then here he is.
I don't know what it is.
Baywatch. Yeah, I
don't know.
It's the Batman part where I'm like, I kind of rather be Ben Affleck, because
yeah.
But I mean, that's only. I mean, you only want to be him really for like one movie. Until we see the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, I think. Well, okay. My theory is that. Okay, something that I don't remember if I talked about this. Let's talk about the Snyder Cut really quick. So apparently, a lot of them are doing like reshoots, right? But apparently, Henry Cavill isn't. I think that's because a lot of what Zack Snyder got while he was still doing it was maybe the Superman stuff. So maybe we don't need to bring him back. Whereas when Joss Whedon took over, he just started like pulling out all the other stuff with Batman, with Wonder Woman, and all these other characters. I think that's maybe why he's not so much in it, supposedly, or at least coming back for reshoots, which has been a big news story. But that's just maybe my own speculation.
I think I would probably say that's accurate, because I mean most of the still shots we saw of the Snyder Cut were his scenes, so it's safe to assume that he already did all his. I mean, let's go for it. I mean, speaking of the mullet, what was that, Justice League?
Yeah. Are we pulling up the black suit Superman, or?
Yeah, I was gonna see if that came up automatically, but
there's one right there. If you go back up,
this one, you mean?
go back up a little. Yeah, that one. That's the one that was cut from the trailer when like Alfred turns around or whatever.
Oh.
There was like a lot of speculation because there was a little bit of like a green tintish to it on like the edge of the screen. So people were thinking it's either going to be Black Suit Superman from the dead, or it could possibly be like Green Lantern or something. And then on top of that, there was a recent photo, or like Zack Snyder was doing like a live stream or something like that, where like held up his phone and it was like Martian Manhunter,
Yeah.
or like his version of it that's going to be on it or something.
That's where
they should have just
go ahead.
like that Superman right there, like the full-on beard, like the slick back hair. I think if you were gonna bring Cavill back as Black Suit Superman, just go for it.
Yeah. It's but what do you think about the whole Martian Manhunter probably being in it? Like, do you? I think we're crossing, because now, I mean, there's that one. There's Jared Leto going for reshoots. Like, I feel like now the 2-hour movie that was becoming like a 3-hour to then a 4-hour. I'm like, now it's like a 6-hour movie. Like, there's gonna be so many different things in it.
I think this could be just my own hope and dream. I think that if they're willing to give Zack Snyder enough to come back and bring back whoever for reshoots to do this, they might give him a shot to continue and go full out just on HBO Max if it does well. So they might be willing to do it. I don't know if they would, how far they would let him go, but if they did a whole just Snyderverse or something like that on HBO Max, I think that might be worth the purchase of HBO Max plus all the other things you'll get. So that could be something that happens in the future.
Anthony was saying he heard that it was scheduling the Cavill away, but Cavill was home building computers. I guess that is pretty important, but
it's also he's building computers and doing all sorts. He rescued a horse. Saw that.
Did he really?
What?
Scooby Life is saying, because they're talking about would they rather be Jason Bourne or Matt Damon. I remember the first Bourne. It was a month-long training in San Jose. We took a study break and saw it, loved it. Not so much the company I was working for, though. That's fair. Is it the second one that is
Jason Bourne? I know this is like going back to our conversation before. Jason Bourne, I really like the first one for some reason, but everybody loves so much like the second and third one. But I just feel like I lose track so fast of like what's happening because they like keep doing quick jumps and like everything's so tight in shots. And I'm just like, I have no idea what's happening.
I was actually about to say that. I was about to say, like, I remember the first one. The second one is the one that has Carl Urban, I think. But
yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, but it's like 2 and 3. Like, I couldn't tell you what the plot was one over the other. And then I think it was 3 where it was all shaky cam fight scenes. And I was like, I can't even see what's happening. There's just commotion.
And then I know nothing about I don't even think well, maybe I did. Maybe I did see the fourth one, the last one.
That could be
but the only thing that we remember is that Jesus Christ is Jason Bourne. So that's the only thing I remember from that movie.
Anthony's saying that it was The Witcher he thinks that was causing the scheduling conflict. Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, they've kind of been off and on themselves with the whole COVID thing anyway, so who knows?
I think they just stopped actually because of it.
Yeah, like they just started up and then they just stopped it again or something like that.
Yeah. So I think the solo trip around Gotham City is letting us lean towards Ben Affleck. Does that sound accurate?
Yeah. That sounds pretty accurate. I mean, unless Matt Damon had like a real showstopper, which I don't think he does. He's done a lot of good stuff. Like if you've ever seen The Adjustment Bureau, that one's really cool.
I do want to watch that at some point.
That one's really good. And maybe a handful of others that I'm totally drawing a blank on. But I think I'd have to go with Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I'm going Ben Affleck. Wow.
Ooh.
I did not see that coming.
Our solo trip in the cowl was
people just don't like Ben Affleck.
Apparently.
It must be
It's probably the J-Lo and Geely years and all that stuff. That's
Yeah.
probably what really hit people.
It's like Nickelback. It's just fun to hate Matt Damon. I think that's part of it.
Doesn't one of the late night show hosts have like a running joke that he hates Matt Damon, or like he's always like harping on him? I think it's Jimmy Kimmel.
I was about to say Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay. And then whenever I think Matt Damon, I always remember
Team America.
super obscure Team America World Police, when he always just said Matt Damon. He would just say his name.
That's fine.
That's just
right
how
now.
I envision Matt Damon.
I was gonna say, didn't somebody in the chat not like Team America? But now that I think about it, I think it was Borat that people didn't like when it was in the chat. All right, let's check
Team
it out.
America was a very divided, and it was done by the South Park guys, I think.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
He kind of looks like Matt Damon, like a little too accurate, at least especially for the time. I don't know.
But that's what they said. That's why they did that. They said they made the mannequin or the marionette, and it kind of looks special needs, and they're like, I don't know, maybe he is, and he just says Matt Damon all the time. Like, that's why they did that. Unbelievable. Such a good. Those guys are just like you said, they're kind of ahead of their time in a way.
Another great movie from them is Basketball. I could watch that movie over and over. That one's hilarious.
Yes. Another solid choice. Let me pull up another. I feel like there was something else I was going to talk to you about too on the episode, and I forgot. I think it's, you know what it is? Oh, they delayed WandaVision, and I don't think I ever talked to you like if you were even interested in WandaVision.
I'm kind of on the fence about it. I think it just came out today that it's coming out in January on Disney Plus, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
I was very lukewarm to it for the most part, but once I kind of got to see some of the trailer stuff and like kind of like the back and forth between like the black and white stuff and like whatever craziness is going on, like they're wearing some of their classic costumes for whatever reason. I think that's really interesting. I think the idea of where this could lead us into like the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness with, I think she's supposed to be in it. I think that's what's really holding it together. I personally am more interested in the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I think that those characters just seem more appealing to me overall. But if I had to choose, I would go with that route. But since this one's coming out first, why not watch it?
For some odd reason, I switched our things.
Woo, that was cool.
I didn't even know how I did that. Let's see.
Oh, you know what I do want to watch though is, I don't think it's come out yet. What's the Marvel? It's like Marvel, not Elseworlds, or something like that.
Oh,
where it's gonna be like zombie Captain America, and then like Black Panther's gonna be like something else. He's gonna be like
what if Marvel
Captain
What If
America or something like that. Yeah, the What If series, that one. I don't think that's come out yet. That one I'm interested in.
I don't know if they confirmed if that was going to be a live action or cartoon. I think it should be cartoon.
I think it's cartoon. Yeah, I think it's cartoon. It looks very similar, at least from what I could tell, kind of in the Spider-Verse style. Very like pop colors, like a lot of crazy things happening from what I could tell. But that one I'll put it as What If, then Falcon Winter Soldier, then WandaVision. They'll probably come out in reverse order with my luck. So, and then I'll probably end up loving WandaVision because I don't know, because I wanted to hate it.
I just can't. I think the Falcon Winter Soldier thing, because I didn't like Falcon in any media, whether it was the cartoons, the movies, the comics. Like, he never did anything for me. Winter Soldier was always cool, like as your Red Hood style badass. And I feel like this show being the more buddy cop angle, I think that may ruin Winter Soldier for me. Not the movie, but like the character.
Yeah, I feel like it's just going to be kind of strange, I think, when we kind of have to deal with that transition of Sam Wilson taking over Captain America, and how that's going to happen. Although I feel like Bucky was kind of always a lighter character for like whenever they interact with him when he's not like obviously hardcore Winter Soldier. Like he's always tends to be a lighter character whenever he's bouncing off of Steve, or like when he's in the backseat of the Volkswagen or whatever with Falcon, and he's like asking him to move up his seat. You know, I feel like he kind of has a little bit of lighter stuff to it, so I can't quite get my finger on, is it going to be like hardcore? Is it going to be lighter? Is like supposedly it's more buddy cop, I guess, more than anything else. But we'll see.
But I think that humor almost came primarily from, and this one I'll mute because Disney, if anybody's gonna come after me, it'd be them. I feel like the buddy cop, or not buddy cop, the humorous part of him was more of Disney and Marvel than it was like a progression in the story.
Sure.
This was my first intro into him in any kind of like moving media, and this is from Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I don't know if anybody here in the chat's seen it. Have you actually checked it out?
I don't think so. I've actually been wanting to go through some of the Disney cartoons, like in like both Marvel, some of the classic stuff. I've been really wanting to rewatch the '90s Spider-Man for some reason. But some of the Marvel stuff I've been wanting to visit or revisit.
This one, it's Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and then I can't remember the other name.
I think I watched one where it was a kind of like a 2-part movie. It was Ultimate Alliance.
Well, there was the
Ultimate Avengers. Or
that was based on the Ultimate cartoon, or sorry, the Ultimate.
Okay.
Sorry, the Ultimate comic book.
Okay. Yeah, I remember watching those, but if it was like a series, I don't really remember.
Yeah, check out. Let me just make sure that's what it's called. Because then
I think there's one called Ultimate something. Because I was scrolling through Disney Plus in the Marvel section the other day.
Here it is. Oh no, that's just yeah. So there's that
While
one.
you're looking at that, I was thinking. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking because I was scrolling through there and I was thinking how, because you and Anthony were talking about it, I think on one of your recent ramblings about it, and he had mentioned how the MCU movies were like in a timeline option on Disney Plus, and I went and checked, and I'm like, yeah, okay, it is, and like I just don't know why I looked, and I was thinking if they put Spider-Man on here eventually, because they have the cartoon stuff, but they don't have like the recent ones that I just reviewed. If they ever put it on there, I think that will be interesting because one has a year in it, like they date it like 2018 or something like that.
Yeah.
And there was like a big controversy of where it's placed. And then I was thinking, I don't know if they're gonna put it on Disney Plus. I don't know if Sony's gonna put some random service together just so they can have their Spider-Man corner of the world in streaming.
True. Oh, I just got an error message. Hang on.
I didn't see anything.
I think we're still. Let's see.
I think we're still good.
Oh yeah, all right. For some reason, over our names, it said you're offline, and I was like, "Wait, what's going on?"
Oh, by the way, YouTube's new app, I hate it.
The what?
Have you updated your YouTube app?
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm not a fan.
With this little plus thing on the bottom, I keep hitting it, and it's really annoying. Sorry.
Yeah, I keep hitting it, thinking that's where the subscriptions are, and then it's like, "Do you want to add a video?"
Yep. I did like 4 times in the past like 5 hours.
Yeah. Well, in a final round of Would You Rather, before we call it an episode, because it's already almost 9:00, which Packsmith will be going live probably in another 10 minutes or so.
Yep.
I think this one is a very very applicable to the world these days. And in the final round of Would You Rather, again, thank you all for being here. Hit the thumbs up if you've not done so already. Would you rather... Did I hit it? There it is. Yep. Would you rather Would you rather attempt to survive a computer uprising like Terminator or attempt to survive a zombie outbreak like Dawn of the Dead? And I wasn't talking to you specifically, Aaron, with the thumbs up. I meant the audience.
Sure. No, I hit the thumbs up before we even started the live stream.
Bam, there you go.
I'm not bragging. I was the first like.
So on this front, what are you thinking? Terminator or Dawn of the Dead?
That's a tough one. Because I feel like I was gonna make an argument, but I feel like the argument could be made either way. I was gonna say, like, at least if you were considering like the machines, they could be like unrelentless and like just keep coming. But I guess that would be the same with zombies too.
Yeah.
That's a really tough one. I don't know.
I
feel like I would have better chances somehow in the zombie outbreak one over computer uprising. I don't know if that'd be right though.
I could see that. I mean, you can't even attempt to communicate with anybody with tech in the blue option. In the red option, tech may not even exist, I guess, because I can't make an iPhone if the factory goes down. So
you can just live by the factory and keep getting a new iPhone.
How about this? You don't have to worry about like flying planes and like drones attacking you in the red option.
Fair point. Yeah. I feel like with this may be another argument. I feel like with the computer uprising, you're never going to get a break.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you always have to be thinking a step ahead. I think if you play your cards right in the zombie outbreak, you could set yourself up to have at least a pretty decent rest of your life if you play it right, or at least can move around the situation. Mm-hmm. So I think I would have to go red if I had to pick.
Yeah. And you could at least, if you had to use melee weapons, better chance in red than blue.
Yeah. I feel like with the robots will just get you in the end. I mean, I don't even have like an Alexa or anything. I don't trust it. I mean, I have like Siri on my phone and sometimes I don't even trust it, but she doesn't listen to me most of the time anyway.
Yeah. The story of our lives. So let's see if everybody else agree with us on red. Let's see. Yeah. Red was the answer.
Definitely the best chance.
Well, it was another fun episode of Hey Archer Live. Aaron, one last time, why don't you tell everybody where to find you, whether it's your channel, your social media, what's coming up. Tell the world.
Sure. Well, I have my Cinematic Late every single Thursday. Have that going on all the time, which if you guys have any suggestions, drop me a line. Sometimes I start to run out of ideas. I'm currently on a big Spider-Man kick, so that might continue to go. I'm not sure yet. So that's coming out all the time. I usually go live every single Sunday at 7 Eastern. I won't be doing it this weekend, but I will be having it pretty regularly after that. Have new videos and new content coming out all the time. And if I do this, hold on, I'm bad at the coordination. Archer did the work for me and put my handle already underneath my name. It's been here the whole time. Oh, now it's above me or below me or on my face. Wherever it's flying around, it's across all the social medias on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you ever want to talk or whatever, hang out. Just drop me a line.
Yes. It was a pleasure, as always, to have you on the show.
Thank you, sir.
And hit him up. Let Aaron know what you want him to review. I think I'm most excited, most enthusiastic for our reviews of Titans season 3, or season 2, statement. Whatever season they're up to now. Hey Archer Live every Thursday at 8 p.m. HeyArcher.com. I'm used to pointing over there, but it's over here now for all your cool merch. Then Aaron Waller YT for other nerd stuff. There you go. That's what you can get on HeyArcher.com. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for Mandalorian reviews. Probably going to be around 9 a.m. It'll be released. We didn't even talk about that, but that's for another day. Most importantly, next time. Talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace.